folks, SC Closer here again, Southern Style Studios. I had a request, well, not a specific request, but I was watching another video and heard someone saying that they like to see lick lessons or videos on showing folks how to play different licks. So I started thinking about it. I was like, I guess I got a bunch of licks that I play. I don't know where I picked them all up at. So if I can think of them as I'm sitting here, I'll show you a couple licks. And I'll try to show you some of the things I do. The thing about licks is it's cool to know licks, but you need to know how to use them. So when you learn a lick, sit down and try to figure out how you can actually use it in something that you're playing. When you do that, then they'll come in handy. And I'll show them to you various keys. You know, it doesn't really matter. But you need to be able to transpose the licks to different keys. And that way you can use them more. Alright, well, let's see. I know one lick that I use an awful lot. Seems like I do this all the time. Is I'll grab something like this and I'll get my hands like this and I'll have to try explaining it after I do it, but I like to just get there and do this. So what I'm doing is I'm on the G string. Alright, and up here I'm in this B box. This note here was at the 9th fret. I'm basically clutching that note, I'm bending it up, and I throw my pinky down here on the 10th fret on the B string, and I hold it in place. So and that's just something I do a lot. Okay, you can add a little vibrato to it. You know, I guess you'll find a lot of people do that. Alright, that'll be lick number 1. I'll keep count of them. Maybe then I'll know how to title this thing when I get done. Another thing, and I don't even know what you would call this. Let's go to the same box here. I'm still back here in the B box. Put your same finger there on that 9th fret. Put your index finger on the B string on the 7th fret. Hold this one down and bend this one up. I'm not sure what you'd call that, but you can move them around. Alright, that'd be lick number 2. What else we got in here? You always got your little Chuck Berry lick here, where you can just bend up on this string and then hit these two, which I think they call that a double stop, on your 7th fret. So you know, so that's kind of famous. Or you could you don't have to hit them together. You can. Sorry, you got a little out of tune. Anyway, alright, so you can bend up on your G string on the 9th fret and hit these two on the 7th, the B and the E, or you can hit them either way you want to do it. Alright. That was what? That was 3. So let's go to lick 4. Let me figure out another lick. This is a lick. I'll do it up here in G, just because these frets are closer together. Come up here. We got 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th fret. Okay, you're on the 15th fret up here on your B and the E string. And just lay your finger across those two. Take your ring finger here, put it up here on the 17th fret. Pick that note, pull off, and then hit this note up here on the B string on the 17th fret. So 17, E string, pull off, 17th fret on the B string. You can do something like that. or you can just hit it like this as well. This would be lick 5. Pick it here on the 17th fret E string, pull off, and then just hit B string 15th. That's kind of neat little lick. You can play it all different places. Actually, I think you should do it like this. Just, yeah, that's one, but this is another one. This will be number 6. This is actually the interval that I think is better to play it at. I messed the interval up, but come back up here on your 15th fret again on the B and the E, and then come up to the what's that? Would be the 18th fret, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yep, 18th fret. Hit it on your E. Pull off. Hit your 15th on the B. Alright, that'd be number 5. Lick number 6. Let's do the little thing of a variation of Chuck Berry here, popularized by Ace Frehley. Come up here on your, what's that, 17th fret. We'll play it in G. 17th fret, you bend that up on your G string. Take this finger again on your 15th fret, lay it across the B and E. Okay, that's your Chuck Berry, right? Then take your ring finger, come back up here to this 18th fret on the B. And you want to pick it, pull it off, and then hit this E while you still got your finger laying across it here on the 15th. So there you go. That's kind of Ace Frehley-ish, I think. You can get kind of fast with it if you practice. I'm a little bit rusty this morning, but that's how you can do that. There's a variation on that. What was that, number 6? So this would be number 7. Well, we were doing a little while ago with these unison bends, like I think that's what you might call a unison bend. Instead of hitting this note and bending that note by itself, hold this note here and bend this one up and hit these 2 strings, hit your G and your B string together. You got, yeah, it gives you a little extra something there. Alright, that was 7. Let's see, lick number 8. Come back down to A. You're in the A box. Alright, you can hit these two, this double stop. Then what I would do is I would actually lay my finger across the G, the B, and the E here at the 5th fret. But you're only going to hit the B and the E string, those 2. And then hit it like twice. Then take your ring finger up here to the G string and hit it up here at the 7th fret, and then have your middle finger on the 6th fret of the G string, and you're holding your index finger here, so you go, okay, you're doing that's actually a pull off and a hammer on. So you're pulling off, ring finger, 7th fret, G string. You're hitting that, pulling off. I guess you're picking that one going down. Actually, no, that's a hammer on. I'm doing it as a hammer on. You can hammer on or you can pull it off. So, or I mean, you can pick it or you can hammer it. So what I'm doing is I'm picking on the 7th fret G string, pulling off, hammering on, and then coming back hitting these 2. Oh. Okay, that's another little lick. Something very similar to that. We'll come back up to the A box. You bend this string. Alright, I think this one we won't call this 8. We'll call it 7A because actually it's pretty much a Chuck Berry lick like I've shown you before when you were doing it. Just doing it up here, but but you can kind of mimic. Actually, that's not what I'm thinking of, but that's very similar to another lick, so we won't count that one. So we're still looking for number 8. Okay, well, here's one. Come up here, your third fret on your A string, and you can hit the 3rd fret there, then hit the 4th fret there on your A string, skip a string, 1st fret on the G string. Alright. Actually, you can hit it open too. Or you can just go. Alright, that's a lick. I probably know a lot of licks I don't even know I know. A lot of times I'm playing along, I might do something like, and all I'm doing on that is, let's see, pick a fret, it doesn't matter where you're at. I'm up here on the 9th fret on the G string, and I got this finger across the D string and the G string at the 7th fret, so I'm just kind of barring that, and I'm just picking, and I'm not even picking this string. I'm picking on the G, pulling off, hammering on the D. Alright, that's probably 8 right there, right? Let's go to number 9. What can I do for number 9, folks? For number 9, let's do something like a country type of pedal steel thing or something. This would be like a D box if we were playing in major. This is something similar I showed you before, where I bent up here, came back down. So this would be bending up on the 9th fret of the G string, and then catching your pinky down here on the B string on the 10th fret. But instead of doing it like that, you can also you can let it go back down. Alright. That gives a neat little effect. Let me throw it on both pickups and see how that sounds. Alright. But another thing you can do is take the pinky up here on the 10th fret, catch it on the E and the B string. Alright. And then go. Alright. That's something I like to do in some of the country songs I play, particularly at the end. But you can you just pick it on the E here, pick it on the B. Alright, take your ring finger, put it on the 9th fret up here on your G string, and bend it up. So. That's pretty nice for number 9, isn't it? Alright, let's see. Let me see if I could come up with a number 10 here. Alright, folks. Lick number 10. Now, this lick here, I go with one of the other ones I was showing you earlier when I was showing you how you could. Like that. This is a Billy Gibbons type of thing here. You can come up here and go. You can put those two together and make a bonus lick. We'll call it 10A. But anyway, on that one there, that song's actually played in A. But you would come up here. You got I put my ring finger on the E string, on the high E up here on the 5th, and I put my middle finger on the G string on the 5th fret. I'm sorry. Not the G, but the D string. I'm sorry. Alright. And I hybrid pick this. I don't know if you guys do any hybrid picking. What I'm doing is I'm hitting with the pick up here on the D string, but I'm picking with my middle finger on the E. So I'm going, and then you move down one on the D string, move down one more. So that's, then you can throw that in. Alright, let's see. Alright, say lick number 11. Let's get back up here. Let's say we're, doing some fancy solo work or something. This is a kind of neat little thing. I hear people do it a lot. There's a couple different ways of doing it. Let's come up here. Let's say we're on the 7th fret. Just bar, index finger across these two strings here on the 7th fret on your B and the E. Alright. Well, actually, you don't need to bar. I'm sorry. Just put your index finger just on the E. Alright, and then take your ring finger, put it up here on the 10th fret of the B string. So 7th fret, E, 10th fret on the D. Alright, pick the E first, and then bend up on the B. And I don't know if you can notice my picking, I'm kind of going back and forth with it. That would be number 11. And you do 11A, because you can do the same thing. You can come up, but that way, the interval's a little bit different. Instead of having to come this far, you can come up here like on you can come up here on your B string on the 9th fret. I'm sorry, on the 7th fret of your B string, and then ring finger on the 9th fret of the D, and same thing. You just bend, you hit this, hit your B string first, and then bend up as you hit that D string on the 9th fret. That's kind of also a little variation of this, where you're hitting them together. And you can kind of listen to the oscillations and tell if you're in tune or not. See, that's kind of bent in tune there, but if you hear where it starts to oscillate, see, I bent too far. Okay. Alright, let's see. I want to do a number 12. Let me see if I can come up with a number 12. Alright, number 12. I got a little lost there, folks. I actually did a few and didn't have the camera on, so I had to try to figure out where I was. But we'll try number 12 here. Put your index finger on the 3rd fret of the D string. Alright. And you want to lay it across the G string as well. Alright. And then you're going to hammer on the D string up here on the 5th fret with your ring finger. And then after you do the hammer on, pick the G string fretted here on the 5th fret. So, or you can, you want to do a little hybrid picking here. That's kind of like 12 and 12A. Alright, same token here. Same type of thing, but you're playing up on the other strings. So we're going to put your index finger, put it up here on the, let's go up here to 7th fret of the G string. Put your middle finger on the 8th fret of the B string. Alright, and then you're going to hammer on with the of your ring finger here on the 9th fret of the G string. So you're going to play 7th fret, G string, hammer on, and then pick your B string here, fretted at the, that's the 8th fret, I'm sorry, yeah, 8th fret. So that's what, 13? And you get your 13 B's. Alright. How about a 14? This is something I like to do some. Put your middle finger up here, what's it? G string, 3rd fret. And you can put your index finger on the B string on the 2nd fret. And you want to play the G string first and slide up it. And you're going to slide up from that 2nd to the 3rd fret on with your index finger on the B string, and you're sliding up from the 3rd to the 4th with your middle finger on the G string. So you're picking it, sliding it up on the G, and then catching it here on the B on the 3rd fret. Alright. You can, like I said, you could go ahead and finger it down here on the B string on the 2nd and just do it like that as well. But you're still picking it the same. You're going to pick the G string, slide it up, then pick the B. Alright. And you can play them together. Okay. And that works all over the place. Okay, you can play it all over. That's kind of a neat little lick. And you can add things to it. You know, you can take it and then throw your ring finger up here on the 5th fret of the B string. And you can you can do all sorts of little things with that. Yeah. So that's something to play with. Let's see, where are we at? 15. Billy Gibbons uses that a lot. I don't know if he plays that, but I know he plays this lick a lot. And it's the same lick I showed you. It's just played a little bit higher up. So I guess we're still at 14. I'll give you a 15th here. This is a blues lick. It's very similar to what we're just doing, but you're playing it on this string, on the E and the B strings. And so let's say let's go into key E here. Put your index finger, 7th fret E string, middle finger, 8th fret B string. Hit them together, and you want to bend up on this B string a little bit. Okay? Okay? That's kind of a neat little blues lick. Hey, how about this one? That's a turnaround. Alright. Basically on this one, I'm doing hybrid picking again over here. Alright, I'm on the G string and the E string. I'm going to put I like to use my middle finger. Alright, so I got my middle finger here on the G string, 4th fret. So I'm going to slide into it, and I'm going to pick up with my middle finger on my right hand on the E string. So we're always going to be hitting this E string open, okay? So we'll go, come back and I'll hit the G string again after I do that. So I'm going to hit down on the E, pull up on, down on the G string, pull up on the E with the middle finger, hit it again, and I'm just going to move it down one, move it down one. Now how did they end? Okay, go down one more to end it. I'm sitting here trying to explain it. I don't know how I'm doing it. I usually hit these together. You walk that up on the A string. A, you hit it open, first fret, second fret. Alright, so that's a few licks for you. That's at least 15, I think, unless something got left out. If there is, I'll make it up, but that's just a few to come off the top of my head. I guess there's something, you know, some that I play more than others. I probably have others I don't even know right now. But God, there's so many licks out there, folks, and there's just so many variations and stuff. So, you know, take some of these and play with them and see if you can use them for something and modify them. You know, make them work for what you're playing, and make a video and show us how you're using them if you want to. That would be pretty cool. So let's all share licks. I think YouTube's pretty nice for the guitar community, because all us musicians from all over the country, all over the world, we can get together and share things. And man, I mean, it's the knowledge and all is out there, and it just seems like to me that the potential for younger guitar players to learn so much faster than we did when we didn't have these kind of things, you know, to use. Basically, when I first started learning to play, you know, you had to be around people that knew how to play, and get them to show you stuff, or you had to watch some people that knew how to play and try to pick up on what they were doing. And people used to not want to show you their licks. They used to not want to show you how they did things. It was kind of a secret. But nowadays, you know, most people are not that concerned with it, and they're willing to share. And through the internet and other sources, it's, you know, so much easier to have access to the information now. It's just amazing. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Anything I can help you with, or anything, any kind of questions you have, just go ahead and ask. I'll see if I can get these things up before the weekend's out. And sorry for the sloppy playing. I don't know, it's like I said, it's a little chilly around here this morning, and a little early for me still. So well, did the best I could. Got other things to do in the afternoon, so I had to do this in the morning. But you guys take it easy. That's C Closer out. I'll catch you the next time.